Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Game 2 between the Mainz Athletics and the Haar Disciples. Yesterday, a very exciting victory for the Haar Disciples, 5-3 in 10 innings. They improved their record to 1-2. The Mainz Athletics fall to 2-1. For today's game, pitchers for the Haar Disciples will be Gabe Sandercius, and pitching for the Mainz Athletics will be Jan-Niklas Strucklen. In yesterday's game, a lot of exciting things happened. Joe Deich led off the ball game with a home run on an 0-2 pitch off of Christian Decker, and that put the Haar Disciples up 1-0 in the first. But in the bottom of the first, the Mainz Athletics answered with 2 home runs of their own, back-to-back shots by Mike Larson and Max Bolt. And then in the second inning, the Mainz Athletics added to their lead thanks to an RBI single by Nicholas Weikert. In the top of the third inning, the Haar Disciples got a run on a base hit from Cedric Bassel. And then in the bottom of the third inning, it was a Houdini act by pitcher Lucas Steinlein. He had the bases loaded and nobody out, and Jan-Niklas Strucklen grounded into a 1-2-3 double play, and then Julius Spann struck out, and Steinlein was able to escape without giving up a single run in that inning, and that proved to be very large for the outcome of the game. After that, both pitchers settled down. Christian Decker finished with 8 innings, giving up just 2 runs and 10 strikeouts, while Steinlein pitched 7 complete innings, giving up just 3 runs. In the 9th inning with 2 outs, Rufio Schultz, the newly acquired young catcher from Paderborn, came up with a 2-out RBI single to score pinch runner Marcus D-Roll from third base, and that tied the game in the 9th inning for the Haar Disciples. For the Mainz Athletics, in the bottom of the 9th inning, they loaded the bases with 2 outs, and Max Bolt hit a deep fly ball to left field that D-Roll caught, and that sent the game into extra innings. In the top of the 10th inning, Joey Deich stepped up and hit his second home run of the game, a shot to right field, and that gave the Haar Disciples a 5-3 lead, which they did not relinquish, thanks to the strong relief pitching of Kevin Treasel, who got the win in relief of Lucas Steinlein. So it was a true team effort from the Haar Disciples. It was an excellent ball game all around from both sides. And we are excited about what's going to happen today with the 2 strong starting pitchers for each side. And we'll be back with the starting lineups and the defense in just a few minutes. All right, we're a few minutes before game time, so we'll take you through the starting lineups for both teams. As you see, Mitch Stefan conversing with the home plate umpire, who is Mario Sartorius. On the bases today will be Christopher Feierecker. There's Coach Uli Vermuth, also from the Mainz Athletics. The Athletics will be working with a defense that looks like this. Pitching will be Jan-Niklas Stocklen, and he'll be working with catcher Andrew Jones. From third to first around the infield, Leonard Stocklen playing third, Nick Weikert, the shortstop, Lucas Dickmann playing second, Tobias Kuchulaba playing first. Mike Larson will be in left field, Kevin Katowski in center field, and Julius Spann in right field, just like yesterday. Stocklen will face the Haar Disciples batting order. It looks like this. The shortstop, Joey Deich, with 2 home runs yesterday, leading off. And yesterday's pitcher, Lucas Steinlein, is playing left field and batting second. Chris Ziegler, the second baseman, hitting third. Josh Peterson, cleanup hitter, batting fourth, playing third base. Mitch Stefan, who is still standing at home plate. He is the first baseman, batting fifth. Center fielder Cedric Bossel, with an RBI single in yesterday's game, bats sixth and plays center field. Rufio Schultz will be behind the plate catching, batting seventh, and the designated hitter will be Klaus Nicolici, getting his first start of the new season. Right fielder David Selsemeyer is batting ninth. And pitching for the Haar Disciples will be the new left-hander, Gabriel Sandocius. And both teams are about ready to take the field. Mainz Athletics are moving out to their positions, and we're almost ready for baseball. There you see pitcher Jan-Niklas Stocklen on the mound in his first start, which was the opening game of the year for the Mainz Athletics. He pitched a masterful 8 innings versus the Tübingen Hawks in a game in which the Mainz Athletics won by a score of 1-0. He struck out 14, allowed only 3 hits, and did not walk a single batter in that game. So he will try to continue that form today against the Haar Disciples. Joey Deich is going to lead off. Deich was 3 for 4 yesterday. He had 2 home runs, a single, and a walk. Drove in 3 runs. There you see Coach Tim Williford crossing your screen, heading over to coach first base. Chris Dressel will be coaching third base, as Stocklen is finishing his warm-up pitches.
Danke. Okay, viel Spaß.
Beautiful sunny weather here in Mainz. Absolutely gorgeous day. All right, Stocklin has thrown his final warm-up pitch. We're about ready to start, and Joey Deitch will step to the plate. Catcher Andrew Jones out to have a little pregame chat with Stocklin on the mound. Probably going to talk about their approach to Deitch, who has been murdering the ball. He's got 3 home runs already this year, and there are 2 more that he just missed in Regensburg to start the season. And now the sun comes out. Stocklin on the mound, and the umpire says play. And the fastball is low. Ball 1 to Joey Deitch. We are underway. 1 ball and no strikes. Lucas Steinlein waiting on deck for the Disciples. This one is in there for a strike. Good fastball at the knees from Stocklin. 1-1 the count. And an off-speed pitch. Deitch out in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice location on that one by Jan Nicholas Stocklin. One and 2. And he swings and misses at an off-speed in the dirt, blocked by Larson, and he tagged him out. And that was not Larson. That's Andrew Jones, the catcher. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep confusing those two, but Deitch has struck out. That's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Lucas Steinlein. Steinlein yesterday was 0 for 4. There's a strike on the inside corner. Good first pitch fastball from Stocklin. 0-1 the count. And a foul tip into the mitt, in and out of the mitt of Jones. 0-2 the count. Good high fastball from Stocklin. One out, top of the first. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That one was down in the dirt. The tag applied by Jones. Second straight strikeout to start the ball game for Stocklin. And that'll bring up Chris Ziegler. Ziegler in yesterday's game was 0 for 5. Two outs, nobody on. And a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Stocklin is working ahead in the count so far. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and popped foul. Stocklin out in front, 0-2. Stocklin has thrown 10 pitches, 9 of them are strikes. Oh, and 2 on Ziegler. This one bounces well in front of the plate. Ball 1, strike 2 with 2 outs. Outfield playing straight away. 1-2 on Ziegler. And the breaking ball is low. Ziegler laid off of it. The count is 2-2. Stockland gets the sign, and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, a good off-speed pitch. Stockland strikes out the side. Picks right up where he left off in his last start, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. All right, while you're watching Gabe Sandershis take his warm-up pitches, let's give you the defense for the Haar Disciples. Sandershis on the mound. Schultz is catching. Josh Peterson is at third. Joey Deich is at short. Chris Ziegler at second. Mitch Stefan at first. In the outfield, Lucas Steinlein playing left field today. Cedric Bossel, as usual, in center. David Selsemeyer is in right field. And Sandershis is going to face the following lineup from the Mainz Athletics. Center fielder Kevin Katofsky is going to lead off. The catcher, Andrew Jones, will bat second. Mike Larson in there in left field. He had a long home run yesterday. Max Bolt also hit a home run. He's batting fourth. He's today's designated hitter. Third baseman, Leonard Stockland, batting fifth. Yes, and then Julius Spann in right field hits sixth. First baseman today is Tobias Kuchulaba. And the second baseman, Lucas Dickmann, batting eighth. Shortstop, Nicky Weikert, batting ninth. So Sandershis is going to try and match Jan-Niklas Stockland. Stockland struck out the side in the first inning. Sandershis in his last start pitched 6 2/3 innings against the Buchbinder Legionnaire in a game that was a real battle from both sides. That was the game that the Regensburgers came back and won 12-11 with 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth inning. Sandershis in that game allowed 7 hits, 3 earned runs. He walked 4 and struck out 5. And the left-hander from Arizona is going to deal to the left-hander, Katofsky, and the first pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Kevin Katofsky. Katofsky yesterday, 2 for 5 with 2 singles. He stole a base. And the 0-1, a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Katofsky, Jones, and Larson here in the bottom of the first. There's a fastball that's inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Peterson is in at third, so is Stefan at first, but up the middle there playing back. 2-1 pitch is a little bit low, 3-1. Three and 1 from Sandershis to Katofsky. And there's a big chopper. This is going to go to Stefan. Sandershis was late covering first, and Stefan can't glove it, and Katofsky is safe at first base. See if they give that a hit or an error. It was a huge chopper off the plate, and perhaps a little miscommunication between Stefan and Sandershis. Katofsky is at first base. So far, no official scoring. They have called it a hit, actually. So it's an infield single for Kevin Katofsky. He's on first, and Andrew Jones will step to the plate. Jones in yesterday's game was 2 for 5. He had 2 singles. Sandershis has a very good pickoff move. He picked off 1 runner in Regensburg. And Jones takes a fastball strike. So this will be interesting with the pickoff move of Sandershis, the speed of Katofsky, and the arm of Schultz behind the plate. Rufio threw out The only runner that attempted to steal against him. Excuse me, there were two. There's a swing and a slicing fly ball down the line. This is going foul, out of play. 0-2 the count on Andrew Jones. Nobody out. Katowski is at first. Oh, and 2 the count on Andrew Jones. Katowski with a medium-sized lead off first. And Sandurcius throws over there. Katowski has to dive back, and he's called safe. Sandurcius was also called for a balk in Regensburg. And that was part of a game that had many emotional ups and downs. And the 0-2 pitch, swung on, sliced foul again. This one goes all the way over the screen and out of play. Jones late on the fastball. There's a big hole on the right side as Ziegler is shaded up the middle, and Stefan is holding Katowski on. So if Larson, or I don't know why I keep calling him Larson, if Jones hits a ground ball that way, he could sneak one through for a hit. 0-2. There's a swing and a ground ball. Deich dives. It goes off his glove, a base hit into left field. Steinlein comes up with it. Stopping at second base is Katowski, and the runners are at first and second. 2 straight hits to start the ball game. That was a ground ball pulled to Deich's right. He dove, and the ball hit off the heel of his glove, went into left field. So with 2 on and nobody out, it'll be lefty against lefty Mike Larson, who was 1 for 2 in yesterday's game with a home run and 2 walks. Got 2 runners on base. Katowski is at second. Jones is at first. Sandurcius from the stretch. And this one is down and in, ball 1 to Mike Larson. So an infield hit and a ground ball single. And the Athletics have 2 on with nobody out. There's a swing and a ground ball. Stefan has it. He's going to take it to the bag himself for the first out. The runners will move to second and third. So Larson grounds out, but he moves the runners up in the process. So now with 1 out, Katowski is at third, Jones is at second, and the hitter will be Max Bolt. Bolt today is the designated hitter. Bolt yesterday had 1 hit in 5 at-bats. That 1 hit was a home run in the first inning. He also flew out to deep left field with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th inning. That was a key play in the game. Infield is back. They will give up a run to get the out. And this one skips past Schultz. Coming home to score is Katowski. And it is 1-0. Mainz moving to third is Jones. That'll be a pass ball. The pitch was called a ball. Sandurcius from the line deals 1-0. This one off the glove again.
Hey, come on!
2-0. The count to Max Bolt. Runner on third, Andrew Jones. Swing and a miss. And the scoreboard has been correct. Actually, that first pitch was called a strike. Count is now 1-2. There's a swing and a miss. Nope, the count was not 1-2. The count is now 2-2. Couple of angry fastballs from Sandurcius. Checks the runner. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, served foul, out of play. Count remains 2-2. There's 1 out. There's a 2-2 pitch. Just a little bit inside. Full count. Sandurcius really wanted that one. Three and 2 to Bolt. Breaking ball, this one a high chopper. Peterson gloves it on the short hop, off balance throw to first. Is in time. Nice play by Josh Peterson, but the run comes home to score. And it is 2-0 Mainz, but now there are 2 outs and nobody on base. And Peterson had to wait for that ball to come down. He couldn't quite get to it on the big hop, so he had to field it on the short hop and then throw off balance. Good base running by Jones to read that there was going to be no play on the plate, so he comes home and scores. Mainz leads 2-0. The batter is Leonard Stocklin. The first pitch is a strike. Stocklin was 0 for 5 in yesterday's game. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. Good fastball from Sandurcius. Julius Spann waiting on deck with 2 outs. Bottom of the first. There's a half swing, fouled away. And the count is still 0-2. That was a fastball up and in on Leonard. Breaking ball just missed. 1-2. That one is low and away, 2-2. Sandurcius has the sign, the 2-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. Leonard Stocklin strikes out. That is the 3rd out of the inning. But Mainz scores 2 runs on 2 hits. There's nobody left. And at the end of 1 full inning, it is Mainz 2, Haar nothing. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. It'll be 4-5-6 for the Haar Disciples. That's Josh Peterson, Mitch Stefan, and Cedric Bossel. Jan Niklas Stocklin struck out the side in the first, and now he's been staked to a 2-0 lead. 1 run scoring on the wild pitch, another one coming home on the ground out by Max Bolt. So Josh Peterson will step up. Peterson yesterday was 1 for 4 with a single. And that is a strike at the knees. 0-1 to Peterson. Stockland with a good fastball, curveball, and a changeup combination. This one is fouled straight back. 0-2 on Peterson. Now let's see what Stockland does, whether he goes to an off-speed pitch or tries to go up the ladder on Peterson with a fastball. 0-2 pitch. This one flied to right field, foul territory, out of play. That was the fastball. Peterson protecting, was able to foul it off. 0-2 still the count, nobody out, top of the second. 2-0 Mainz. There's the breaking ball, and Peterson was way out in front. Strikeout number 4. 4 straight Ks to begin the game for Stockland, and that'll bring up Mitch Stefan with 1 out. That was a beautiful pitch. So Stefan yesterday, 0 for 4, but reached on an error, and that was a crucial play in the 9th inning, as that was part of the rally that the Haar disciples used to tie the game. There's the pitch low as Stockland almost tripped coming off the mound. One and 0 to Stefan. And there's a line drive to right center field. That's a base hit for Mitch Stefan. Cut off by Katowski. Stefan will stop at first with a single. First hit for the Haar disciples. Looked like it might have been the changeup from Stockland. Stefan was a little bit out in front, but waited on it and got the end of the bat. And hit a line drive over the head of Lucas Dickmann into right center field for a clean single. So he is at first with 1 out. And the batter is Cedric Bossel. Bossel was 1 for 5 yesterday with an RBI single. And he shows bunt. And the pitch is high. They're going to appeal. And he went around, says the second base umpire, Christopher Fouriaker, so it's strike 1 on Bossel. Stefan with a medium lead at first. He is not really a base stealer. 0-1. Breaking ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rufio Schultz waiting on deck. That one is a little bit too high again, and the count 2-1 now on Bossel. Stefan up first. 2-1 pitch to Bossel, swing and a miss. A good fastball tied him up inside. 2-2 the count. Two. This one a broken bat flare right up back to Stockland, who picks it up, throws to first for the out, but Stefan will move to second base. Well, that one really sawed Bossel off. So Stefan is on second, and the batter will be Rufio Schultz with 2 outs. Schultz in yesterday's game had 1 hit in 3 trips and a walk, and that 1 hit was the game-tying single with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Disciples would love if he got another 2-out hit here. The fastball is high. Ball 1. Mitch Stefan not being held close at second base. With 2 outs, he could score easily on a base hit to the outfield. The infield is playing deep, and time is called. And now Stockland wants to have a chat with catcher Andrew Jones. 1 ball, the count to Rufio Schultz. And now Jones returns to his position behind the plate. Stefan takes his lead off second with 2 outs, 1-0 the count to Rufio. And that's a good fastball, buzzes the inside corner, 1-1. And the breaking ball, Schultz out in front. 1-2 the count. Maybe that was a changeup. 1-2. Tried to buzz the outside corner, just missed. Not a bad sequence from Stocklin, changing speeds on Schultz. 2-2. And the breaking ball got him swinging. Rufio Schultz strikes out for the 3rd out. The inning is over. The Disciples get a hit. They don't score. They leave a man. 5 strikeouts for Jan Niklas Stocklin through 2 innings. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd. It is 2-0 Mainz. All right, due up for the Mainz Athletics here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. It'll be Julius Spann, Tobias Kuchulaba, and Lucas Dickmann. 6, 7, and 8. Spann in yesterday's game was 0 for 4. He did reach on a hit by pitch. So Sandurcius back to work. He gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 soft hits in the 1st inning. And that pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on Spann. There's a swing and a line shot. That's a base hit towards the left center field gap. This ball's going to get through the gap. It's cut off by Steinlein just in front of the wall. Spann trying to stretch it for a double, and he will slide in safely with a sliding double. Julius Spann with a line drive into the left center field gap, and he is at second base with nobody out. That'll bring up Kuchulaba. Kuchulaba did not play in yesterday's game. He's playing first base today. Spann is on second, nobody out. And a strike dealt by Sandurcius, 0-1. And there's a fastball, strike 2. 0-2 on Tobias Kuchulaba. This one fouled away. Span is on second base. Nobody out. Bottom of the second inning, 2-0, Mainz leading. 0-2 to Tobias Kuchelaba. This one is popped up to the right side, giving chase Stefan. He's not going to get there. The ball hits the screen in foul ground. 0-2, still the count. Breaking ball, got him swinging. Nice pitch from Sandercius. Second strikeout for Gabe. That's the first out of the inning. Gonna bring up Lucas Dickmann. Dickmann in yesterday's game was 1 for 4. He doubled and scored. That was in the second inning. He also reached via the walk. 1 down. This ball fouled off to the right. Strike 1 on Dickmann. Sandercius shaking off the sign from Schultz. Gets one he likes. It's the 0-1. And that one's way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, Nick Weikert. One pitch, a swing and a miss. A fastball thrown by Lucas Dickmann. 1-2. Span still on second base with 1 out. And the breaking ball is a little bit high. Sandercius really wants to know where that pitch was.
Hey, pitcher, go back.
2-2. Two and two. Span still off second. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second straight K for Sandercius, third of the game, 2 outs. Span still on second base, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Nick Weikert. Weikert in yesterday's game was 1 for 4 with an RBI single. That was in the second inning. He also walked and reached via the error. And after him, it'll be the top of the order, Tim Kotowski. Span started the inning with a double. He is still at second base 2 outs later. And he is going for third. The pitch is a strike. Schultz throws, and it's into left field, and Span will score. So Mainz with a 3-0 lead as Julius Span steals third and then comes home on the throwing error by Schultz. One strike to count to Weikert. Base is empty now. And that's a ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now as that fastball's in there. Strike 3 called at the knees on the inside corner. Sandercius strikes out the side, but not before a run comes home. The double by Span. He steals third and scores on a throwing error. And at the end of 2 full, it is Mainz 3, Haar nothing. right, for the Haar Disciples here, top of the third inning, it'll be 8-9-1. Klaus Nicolici, David Selsemeyer, and Joey Deich. Nicolici in for his first at-bat of 2014. He's the designated hitter in today's game. Stocklin, Jan-Niklas Stocklin on the mound. He has struck out 5 so far in the first 2 innings, and he deals to Nicolici inside ball 1. Mainz with 3 runs on 3 hits. There's a slow curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nicolici. Haar Disciples have no runs on 1 hit. They've made 1 error. There's the 1-1 pitch to Nicolici. Foul tipped into the mid of Jones, 1-2. And the off-speed pitch swung on and missed. That is a nasty changeup from Jan-Niklas Stocklin. Strikeout number 6. That's the first out here in the third. That'll bring up David Selsemeyer. Selsemeyer in yesterday's game was 1 for 4. He singled and scored a run. And he bunts it. It's out in front of the plate, fielded by Stocklin with the bare hand. Fired to first, and it is scooped by Kuchalaba. Nice play by Tobias Kuchalaba to reach inside the baseline and grab that ball. Selsemeyer trying for the bunt hit is thrown out, and that is the second out of the inning. And now it goes to the top of the order, Joey Deich. Stocklin has been very effective changing speeds so far in the early part of this game, getting ahead with the fastball and then using his changeup and curveball to put away the Disciples hitters. Deich struck out his first time, and he looks at a fastball low, ball 1. Two outs in the top of the third. There's a slider or a changeup. Deich swings over the top. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1. This ball sliced to the right, just out of the reach of Tim Williford, the first base coach. 1-2 the count. This one is hit on the ground to the right side. It's fielded by Diekman, throws to first, and that is a 1-2-3 inning as Deich grounds out 4-3 for the third out. The end of 2.5. It is Mainz 3, Haar 0. 1-0 pitch. That one was a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Sandercius winds, deals 2-0 to Jones. This one popped up to the right side, giving chase Stefan over near the screen, and that ball is caught by Mitch Stefan. And there he was right up against the fence, but that ball did not hit the fence, so that's a pop out. He had absolutely no more room. So Stefan catches the pop-up. That's the second out of the inning. And Mike Larson steps in. And there's a strike to Larson, 0-1. Larson grounded at first his first time. He's 0 for 1. Native of Saskatchewan. There's a curveball tapped weakly up the first base side. This is going to be fielded by Stefan in foul territory, as that ball skipped foul just as Larson was crossing the path, and he almost tripped over Stefan's left hand. So 0-2 the count. There's a lot of things that could happen on that. If Larson hits that ball when it's in fair territory, he'd be out. But if Stefan interferes with Larson trying to run to the base, then Larson would be safe. 0-2. Breaking ball, swung on and skied to shallow center field. Bossel coming on hard. And actually the ball is caught by Joey Deitch, who called off Cedric in shallow center field. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Gabe Sandercius. And at the end of 3 full, it is Mainz 3, Haar nothing. All right, we're back for the top of the 4th. Mainz leading Haar by a score of 3-0. Jan-Niklas Stockland has struck out 6 and only allowed 1 hit. He has not walked anybody in the first 3 innings. And he has had his off-speed pitches working. So he will face Lucas Steinlein, Chris Ziegler, and Josh Peterson. 2-3-4 for the Disciples here in the 4th inning. Steinlein struck out his first time. First pitch is inside with a fastball, ball one to Lucas Steinlein. This ball swung on and missed. That was the changeup, I believe. 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't have a radar gun, but he must have a very good speed differential between his fastball and changeup because the hitters have been way out in front. Here's the 1-1. This ball, broken bat, ground ball to the shortstop. That's Nick Vikert. He fields it, fires to first in time. And the bat landed to the left of the pitcher's mound. We've seen a number of broken bats already in this game as the handle is left at home plate. Firewood. Chris Ziegler struck out his first time. One out. Kuchulaba is over near the line. There's a big hole between first and second as Ziegler looks at a strike on the first pitch from Stocklin. The Disciples have not hit a fly ball to the outfield yet in this game. There's the 0-1. That went up and in. Just in case you're getting too comfortable in the batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the changeup, low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Not a bad selection from Stocklin. A lot of times after the high fastball up and in, try something soft, low and away. But he missed badly with it, so the count is 2-1 on Ziegler. There's another changeup. Ziegler way out in front. Or maybe that was the curveball, but it is 2-2. Peterson waiting on deck. Two pitch is grounded towards the hole. Kuchulaba started back towards first base, and that ball gets through for a base hit. Ziegler with a big round at first, but he will hold on there with a single. Kuchulaba's first move was to actually cover first base. And as I mentioned before, there was a big hole as Lucas Diekman was playing towards short. So Ziegler finds the hole. He's on at first. That's the second hit for the Disciples. And now Josh Peterson steps up with a runner at first and 1 out. Ziegler with a medium lead at first. Now he stretches it a little bit. He's not going. The pitch to Peterson is swung and popped up a mile high, right side. That's Diekman looking up into the sky, and now Span calls him off and makes the catch. It is very bright up there, and a good job by the right fielder Julius Span to find that ball. Peterson pops out. That's the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Mitch Stefan. And now Stocklin wants to have a chat with Andrew Jones. Runner on first is Chris Ziegler. Mitch Stefan is at the plate. Stefan had himself a base hit his first time. Stocklin has only allowed 2 hits so far. He has still not walked a batter. He didn't walk anybody in his last start either, so he's pitched 11 2/3 innings without walking anyone. And the pitch to Mitch Stefan is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. This one in the dirt. Good block by Andrew Jones to keep Ziegler at first base. 2-0 the count now to Stefan with Bossel on deck. 3-0 Mainz, top of the fourth, 2 outs. The Disciples with a runner at first, Chris Ziegler. 2-0 the count to Mitch Stefan. And a swing and a miss. He threw him a curveball or a changeup on 2-0. Good pitch from Stocklin. Stefan now has a 2-1 count. Ziegler is going. The pitch is, nope, the pitch is low. Ziegler faked. He is not going. Pitch was low, and the count is 3-1. Ziegler with a good fake from first. (3-1) to Stefan, and a swing and a miss. The count is full. That looked like the changeup from Stocklin. Stefan out in front. And the count is full, and now Ziegler will be going from first with 2 outs, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kuchulaba is still holding him on, however. There's a big hole up the middle as now Diekman is playing over towards the hole. Runner goes, 3-2 pitch is high for ball 4. So Stefan works the walk. Ziegler is now at second base. Stefan at first, and the batter is Cedric Bassel. Bassel grounded out to the pitcher his first time. Cedric checking the signs from the third base coach, Chris Tressel. 2 outs. Bassel had an RBI single in yesterday's game. And he starts him off with a breaking ball, bends in for a strike, 0-1. Ziegler the runner at second, Stefan the runner at first. There are 2 outs. Mainz in the lead, 3-0. This one fouled away, and Bassel quickly in the hole, 0-2, as Stocklin is pounding that fastball. Oh, 2 on Cedric Bassel. Ziegler at second, Stefan at first. 2 outs in the 4th inning. And the fastball is high. Bassel laid off at 1-2. One-two pitch. This one tapped on the ground to the right side. Kuchulaba fields it, flips to Stocklin covering, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Bassel is out 3-1, and the runners are stranded. No runs on 1 hit, 2 men left on base. And at the end of 3.5, it is Mainz 3, Haar 0. was a swing and a miss. 0-2. Good off-speed pitch from Gabe. 0-2 to Bolt. Gabe getting the sign from Schultz. This one in the dirt, hits home plate, and almost bounces all the way over the backstop. There's a little lip in front of home plate, which causes the ball to bounce up very high. 1-2 to Bolt. That's high. 2-2. Leonard Stocklin on deck with Julius Spann to follow. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Bolt. And Schultz out to have a quick chat with Sandercius. Two and two. Swing and a miss. A great off-speed pitch from Sandercius. Bolt strikes out. That's the first out of the inning. He was way out in front of that one. That is the 5th strikeout for Gabe. He is now retired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight hitters. That'll bring up Leonard Stocklin. Stocklin has struck out in his only other appearance today. 1 down in the 4th. Fastball is high, ball 1. This ball fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sandercius has allowed 3 runs on 3 hits, though 2 of the hits were infield hits. One and 1 to Stocklin. That was the changeup. Stocklin laid off. 2 balls and 1 strike. This one fouled straight back to the screen, 2-2. Bossel is shaded over towards left center. Selsemeyer is straight away and right. There's a big gap in right center field for Stocklin. There's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he got a piece and fouled it away. Count remains 2-2. Deitch is deep at short, and so is Ziegler. Peterson playing off the line at third, and Stefan playing deep and off the line at first. Nobody out. Excuse me, 1 out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Leonard Stocklin. Sandercius deals. Fouled away again. And the curveball just missed. 3-2. Sandercius has had a few of those curveballs just miss the outside corner. So the count is full. Here it comes. There's a line drive, deep right field. Selsemeyer going back. This ball is 1 hop off the wall. Stocklin rounds first, heading for second base. The throw coming in. It is late. That's a stand-up double for Leonard Stocklin. So 1 pitch after narrowly missing a strike 3 call, Stocklin lines a double to right field. He is in at second base with 1 out, and the hitter is now Julius Spann. Sandercius looked like he was having a under-the-radar conversation with the home plate umpire as that ball was getting thrown back in. So Julius Spann, who is 1 for 1, he doubled, stole third, and then came around to score. That was on the throwing error by Schultz. That's the 3rd run of the game for the Mainz Athletics. They're leading 3-0. Stocklin, Leonard Stocklin, is on second base with 1 out. This one is low. One ball, no strikes on Span. That's a fastball strike at the letters over the inside corner. Good location from Sandurcius, 1-1. And Sandurcius with a fake. And nobody is near Stockland at second base. 1-1 on Span. And a good off-speed pitch. Julius was way out in front, 1-2. Pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the 6th strikeout for Sandurcius. 2 down. That looked like a breaking ball down and in. It broke under the bat of Span. And the batter is Tobias Kuchulaba. Kuchulaba struck out his first time. He is 0 for 1. Leonard Stockland is on second base, and Sandurcius is trying to strand him there. Another big hole on the right side as this ball is fouled to the right. Strike 1 on Kuchulaba. Kuchulaba has seen 4 pitches so far in the game. They've all been strikes. 2 outs, 0-1 to Kuchulaba. There's the breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Schultz. Maybe that was a changeup, actually. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner on second is Leonard Stockland. 1-1 to Kuchulaba. Swing and a miss at a fastball. 1-2 to Tobias. Lucas Diekmann waiting on deck. Here's Sandurcius' 1-2. Fastball in there. Nope, I guess it's low, and the count is 2-2. Two and 2 the count. This one is swung on and missed. A nasty changeup from Sandurcius. 7th strikeout. He struck out the side. Sandwiched in there was the double by Stockland. He is stranded at second base. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. And at the end of 4 full, it is Mainz 3, Haar 0. We begin play in the top of the 5th, or we're about to begin play in the top of the 5th. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Rufio Schultz, Klaus Nicolici, and David Selsemeyer for the Haar Disciples against Jan Niklas Stockland, who is out there on the mound going for his 5th inning of work. He has struck out 6 so far. He's allowed only 2 hits, and he has walked 1. Mainz in the lead, 3-0. So Rufio Schultz will step up. Schultz struck out his first time. He is 0 for 1. And a first pitch curveball in for a strike, 0-1. There's the 0-1. Another curveball, that one is high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rufio. That's a good fastball, buzzes the inside corner, 1-2. Stockland really changing speeds with every pitch. There's the 1-2. Strike 3 is called on the outside corner. That's strikeout number 7. I'll bring up Klaus Nicolici. Nicolici struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Good fastball again from Stockland. As I mentioned, Stockland had 14 strikeouts in 8 innings in his first start of the year, and he has been in command so far this time. And there's another curveball and a beauty. 0-2 to Nicolici. This one fouled away. Of the 7 strikeouts from Stockland, 6 of them have been swinging. 0-2 to Nicolici. There's another swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 and 2 down. That'll bring up David Selsmeyer. Selsmeyer grounded out his first time, 0 for 1. And the first pitch breaking ball, strike 1. The Disciples hitters really do not know what to look for against Stockland. He's been mixing it up every time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Foul tipped into the mitt, 0-2. This one is tapped weakly to third. Stockland on the second bounce from deep third, throws to first in time. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Jan Niklas Stockland. He's got 8 strikeouts through 5, and at the end of 4.5, it is Mainz 3, Haar 0. All right, for the Mainz Athletics here in the bottom of the fifth, they are leading 3-0. It'll be 8, 9, and 1. Lucas Dickmann, Nick Weikert, and Kevin Katowski against Gabe Sandercius. Sandercius has settled down since giving up a couple of runs early, 2 in the first and 1 in the second. Although they have 4 hits, 2 of them are soft. So here's the pitch to Dickmann. This one is fouled away, strike 1. Dickmann struck out his first time, he's 0 for 1. Sandercius has 7 strikeouts so far. This one is high, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. That one is a strike on the outside corner, 1 and 2. Sandercius shakes off the first sign, gets the one he likes. And the breaking ball is down low. Good take by Lucas Dickmann to recognize that pitch and not chase it. 2 and 2. Nobody out, bottom of the fifth. Another close ball game between 2 really good ball clubs. There's the 2-2 pitch. This one a check swing. They're going to ask if he went around. And he did. That's strike 3. Strikeout number 8 for Sandercius. Dickmann is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That'll bring up Nick Weikert. Weikert also struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. Now Stefan comes in a few steps at first. There's the wind and the pitch to Weikert. And it's a bit high, ball 1.
Daddy, I know what the catcher is doing. He cut it down here, but he was going up there.
This ball is fouled away, 1 and 1 the count. Sandercius has not walked anybody.
Daddy, you know when
8 strikeouts, 4 hits, and 3 runs. 1-1 to Nick Weikert. And a good curveball. A little bit high. 2-1. This ball hit on the ground up the middle. Joey Deich ranges over, fields it, throws to first. In time to get the hustling Weikert for the second out of the inning. 6-3 on the putout. And that will bring up the top of the order, Kevin Katowski with 2 outs and nobody on here in the fifth. Katowski singled, scored a run, and grounded to short. He is 1 for 2. Sandercius from the wind. And that's a ball inside. And Katowski bunts it, pushes it towards Peterson, who gloves it, throws on the run. And a nice play by Josh Peterson to throw out Kevin Katowski, as he was trying to bunt for a hit. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. At the end of 5 full, Mainz leading 3-0. Top of the order for the Haar disciples. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Joey Deich will start things off against Jan Niklas Stockland, who has shown absolutely no signs of growing tired here. So it'll be Deich, Steinlein, and Ziegler. First pitch is a strike at the knees, 0-1. Stockland with 8 strikeouts. And a swing and a miss, a good off-speed pitch down and in, and 0-2 to Deich. This one bounced over Stockland's head up the middle, ranging over his Vigert. He has to jump to get a big hop, and the throw is high, and Deich will be safe at first base. That ball took a big hop on Vigert. He had to jump up and keep that ball from going over his head, and then that maybe caused him to lose his balance and lose the grip on the ball, and he rushed it and threw high. And that is a base hit for Joey Deich. His first hit of the game. So he's at first with nobody out. And the batter is Steinlein. Steinlein with a look over at Chris Dressel to get the signs. Steinlein shows bunt, and he bunts and misses, strike 1. Deich not going. Pitch is a strike called at the letters over the outside corner, 0-2. And Steinlein quickly in the hole, 0-2. Deich with a short lead off first. Breaking ball, line drive up the middle. This could be a double play ball. It goes to Vigert, flips it to Dickmann, turned first, scooped, but safe at first base as Kucherlaba couldn't complete the scoop. I think Steinlein would have beat it anyway. So Deich is erased on the force play. That's the first out. Steinlein reaches. So there's one down. Steinlein now at first, and the batter will be Chris Ziegler. Disciples would love Ziegler to reach and have Peterson come up representing the tying run. Top of the 6th. That's a strike at the knees of the outside corner. Stockland has been locating that fastball perfectly all afternoon at the knees. And he's complemented it very well with excellent breaking ball and a changeup, I believe. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And that might have been the changeup as Ziegler was out in front, 0-2. The runner at first is Steinlein. 1 out. This ball is driven to left field. Larson going back. He's got room. He makes the catch. Ziegler flies out to deep left field. And retreating to first base is Steinlein. There are now 2 outs, and Josh Peterson coming up to the plate. Now good wood on it from Ziegler, but Larson has lots of room out there. So 2 down. Josh Peterson is 0 for 2. And a swing and a miss at a changeup, 0-1 the count to him. Very big swing from Josh. A little bit low, ball 1. That was a good fastball from Stockland, but it was just a bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Steinlein off first. Stockland from the stretch. This ball swung on, hit in the air to right field and shallow. Span is under it, waiting for it to come down. Makes a one-handed catch. So Peterson flies out. The inning comes to a close. The Disciples get a base hit, but they don't score and they leave him there. So at the end of 5.5, it is Mainz 3 and Haar nothing. All right, as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, I would like to send greetings to Rocky Mount, North Carolina, where Bruno Auernhammer is watching the game. Bruno, of course, is an important part of the Haar Disciples pitching staff this year, but he's currently attending medical school, and he will be back on May the 16th, I believe. So, schöne Grüße, Bruno. Wir freuen uns, wenn du wieder hier bist. So it'll be 2, 3, and 4. Andrew Jones, Mike Larson, Max Bolt. Jones has singled, scored, and popped out. He is 1 for 2. Sandershis getting the sign, begins the windup and the pitch. That's a high fly ball to deep center field. Bossel is going back, but he's pulling up just shy of the fence, and he makes the catch for the first out. So Jones, swinging at the first pitch, flies out, 1 down, and that'll bring up Mike Larson. Larson is 0 for 2. He grounded to first and fly to center. There's a fastball in there for a strike, 0-1 on Larson. Sandershis has really settled down. He's only allowed 1 base runner since the 2nd inning. Breaking ball, a half swing by Larson. They're going to appeal. Did he go around? He did not go around, says the first base umpire. That's Christopher Feuerecker. 1 ball and 1 strike. It was a good breaking ball by Sandershis. Just a little bit low and outside. 1-1 the count with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing. This one is a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I believe that was just a called strike and it had nothing to do with the swing. 1 and 2. That one is down and in, skips away from Schultz. 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes to Mike Larson. Breaking ball, this one is fouled off at the plate. Count remains 2-2. Here's the 2-2. That one in the dirt goes to the backstop. The count is now full 3-2. Sandurcius is very intense on the mound. And he was upset with that pitch. 3-2 the count. This one hit on the ground sharply, and it's past Peterson into left field for a base hit. Mike Larson is aboard with one out. Takes a big turn at first, but he returns to first base as the ball is thrown in by Steinlein. That is just the 5th hit of the game for the Mainz Athletics. Good job of hitting by Larson to take the fastball on the outer portion of the plate and hit it to the opposite field. So the batter will be Max Bolt. Bolt is grounded to third, which drove in a run, and he has struck out. He is 0 for 2, but he does have a run batted in. Larson is at first. There's one out. The Disciples will look for a ground ball, turn to double play. Larson actually has a pretty big lead off first. Sandurcius looking at him, deals, fastball is high, ball 1. One and 0 on Bolt. And this time a throw to first. Larson dives back, and they're calling a balk on Sandurcius. And that is the second balk this year called on Sandurcius, and both of them have been very close. The umpire, Mario, that's Christopher Feuerecker, is telling Gabe Sandurcius that he did not step towards first base. So that's a balk, and puts Larson on second base with one out. That could be big, because he could score on a hit from there, and that takes away the double play ball. The count is 1 ball and no strikes on Max Bolt. And a swing and a miss. 1-1. There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the scoreboard has it wrong. Umpire is confirming the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Larson off second. There's 1 out. And he's going for third. The pitch is low, and he will be in without a throw as Mike Larson steals third base. Sandurcius has a very deliberate delivery to home plate, and Larson timed it perfectly. He took off the minute Sandurcius' right foot lifted off the ground, and Schultz had no play at third, so the count is full on Max Bolt. And this ball is grounded fair down the third base line for a base hit. Larson will score. Bolt is rounding first and holding on there as Steinlein comes up with the ball, fires it into Christoph Ziegler. It's an RBI single for Max Bolt, and Mainz leads 4-0. So the balk loomed large in that one. It is 4-0 Mainz. And the batter is Leonard Stocklin. Throw to first, and he is picked off. That time Bolt was picked off by Sandurcius. That'll go as a caught stealing. Second out. There's a swing and a tapper over towards Deitch. He fields it on the second hop. Throw to first. Throw is a little bit offline, but Stefan retrieved it and tagged Stocklin on his way by. That's the 3rd out of the inning, but not before a run comes home to score on the RBI single by Max Bolt. So at the end of 6 full, it is Mainz 4 and Haar 0. All right, it'll be Mitch Stefan, Cedric Bossel, and Rufio Schultz for the Disciples here in the top of the 7th inning. Jan-Niklas Stockland still out there, has struck out 8 and given up 3 hits and only 1 walk. He has not allowed a run yet this game. He has not allowed a run yet this year. And Mitch Stefan, who singled and walked, swings and misses at the first pitch. An off-speed pitch for strike 1. Stockland has been mystifying the Disciples hitters all afternoon. When they're looking for the fastball, he throws the changeup. When they're looking for the changeup, he throws the fastball. And it's 0-1. And there's a fastball, and it's over for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to Stefan. Seemingly every hitter, Stockland's been out in front 1-2 or 0-2. This one is down in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mitch Stefan, leading off the 7th inning. The Disciples are going to try and pull out another late inning comeback. They're trailing 4-0 here. I have to change the scoreboard. Do that in a minute. Stefan calls time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There we go, top 7th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a curveball from Stockland. Strikeout number 9. And here's Cedric Bossel. Bossel's 0 for 2, grounded out a couple times. And the first pitch to Cedric. He shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. 0-1. And that one is a little bit high, fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off-speed pitch on the corner, 1-2. He has really had excellent control of that curveball. Keeping it down in the strike zone and at the edge of the strike zone. Here's the 1-2. Cedric stays alive on a fastball. Count still 1-2. This one is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The count on Bossel. Rufio Schultz waiting on deck with Nicolici to follow. Klaus Nicolici. Two and 2. And strike 3 on the curveball. Bossel fooled on the off-speed pitch. That is strikeout number 10 for Jan-Niklas Stockland. And that'll bring up Rufio Schultz. Schultz 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. 1 swinging, 1 looking. And a swing and a miss at a good fastball. 0-1. Strike 2. Stockland is in a real groove out there on the mound. 0-2 the count. This one fouled away. Two down, top of the 7th. This one tapped foul. Right back here. 0-2 still the count on Schultz. This one hit on the ground to the right side and is gloved by Dickmann. Throw to first in time for the out. So Schultz battled, got the bat on the ball, but grounds out 4-3. And a 1-2-3 7th inning for Jan Niklas Stockland. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Mainz. All right, we will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to start off with Julius Span, then Tobias Kuchulaba, and Lukas Dickmann facing Gabriel Sandercius. Sandercius has pitched 6 innings, given up 4 runs on 6 hits. Sandercius has 8 strikeouts through the first 6. Span has doubled and struck out. He's also scored a run and stolen a base. So he's 1 for 2. Right now, the story of the game is Jan Niklas Stockland on the mound for the Mainz Athletics. He has been dominating. There's a swing and a foul ball, strike 1. Sandercius has only walked 1. This one in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one got a piece of the home plate umpire. Looked like it got him on the left forearm. Schultz picks up the umpire clicker, gives him a minute. You can hear Uli Vermuth, the coach for the Mainz Athletics, calling for time to give the home plate umpire a little chance to recuperate from that. That looked like a direct hit on his left forearm. He's back in there. 1 ball and 1 strike to Julius Span. This one lined to right field, curling foul. 1-2 now, the count to Julius. Bottom of the 7th inning, Mainz has scored 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the 6th. The Disciples have managed only 3 hits off of Jan Niklas Stockland. The 1-2 pitch to Span. There's a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Schultz for strike 3. And that is the first out here in the 7th inning, strikeout number 9 for Sandercius. So here's Tobias Kuchulaba. Line in the pitch, swung on, popped up to the right side, curling towards the net. Stefan has room, makes the catch, 2 down. Sandercius trying to work a quick 7th inning. He's got 2 down. Kuchulaba pops out, he's 0 for 3. And that'll bring up Lukas Dickmann. Dickmann is 0 for 2, he struck out twice. 9 strikeouts all together for Sandurcius. This one is inside, ball 1. This one is a little bit high, 2 balls, no strikes. There's been no activity in either bullpen. This ball hit sharply on one hop to Ziegler. He fields it, throws to first, and that is a 1-2-3 7th inning for Gabe Sandurcius. Dickmann is 0 for 3. He grounds out for the 3rd out. And at the end of 7 full innings of play, Mainz leads 4-0. All right, we're going to the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Nicolici, Selsemeyer, and then the top of the order, Deich. For the Haar Disciples, they trail 4-0. Jan-Niklas Stockland has been in complete command in this game. He has struck out 10, only allowed 3 hits and 1 walk. So Nicolici will step in. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And he's not alone in that department. Stockland winds. There's a curveball on the first pitch. Strike 1 to Klaus. Stockland has been able to throw the ball exactly where he's wanted to all afternoon. And Nicolici calls time. Selsemeyer waiting on deck. 1 strike to count to Klaus. This one bounces in the dirt, and that one got the home plate umpire again. And that one got him really hard. That's painful. So he's going to take a minute. There's a lip in front of home plate that causes the ball to bounce almost straight up, and it makes it very difficult for anybody to block it. And I think that ball might have hit the lip. We've seen a few pitches that bounced off the lip and didn't even come in contact with either the catcher or the umpire, and they bounce high up off the backstop. And that time, catcher Andrew Jones didn't. I don't even think he made contact with that ball. So home plate umpire Mario Sotorius is taking a moment to walk it off. He's got a smile on his face now. While there's a delay, I want to tell you about upcoming home games next Saturday is the home opener for the Haar Disciples. And they'll be playing the Tübingen Hawks. That doubleheader will begin at 12. There will be 2 games, one at 12 and the other scheduled at 2:30. Of course, it depends on what time the first game ends. And we will be broadcasting that game along with the other games following. And a nice ovation for the home plate umpire, Mario Sartorius. He really took a shot, a direct hit. He's taken a couple of those. And so it's a nice gesture by the crowd to show their appreciation for the effort and mental toughness that it takes to sit there and be on the receiving end of a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Nicolici. There is nobody out here in the top of the 8th. 4-0. Mainz leading Haar. This ball hits sharply on the ground up the middle. Diekman ranges to his right, fields it, throws to first. Throws a little bit low, but it's grabbed by Kuchulava, and that is the first out. 4-3 goes the put out. Nicolici got good wood on it, but hit it right at Lucas Diekman for the first out. 1 down here in the 8th. That'll bring up Selsemeyer. Selsemeyer 0 for 2, grounded out a couple times. This one is low for a ball. This one is a little bit low again. 2 balls and no strikes to Selsemeyer. I think the home plate umpire is getting a little bit of sympathy from the crowd now. 2-0. And there's a strike right through there, 2-1. But that is a tough job to step in there after you've been drilled a couple times and know you got to still stand there. It could happen again at any time. Here's the 2-1. And an off-speed pitch. Selsemeyer way out in front. Excellent pitch from Stocklin. 2-2. Selsemeyer trying to get on base ahead of Deich. The Disciples need base runners. They have not had many. They've only had 4 the whole game. And a swing, a foul tip. That one gets away from the catcher, so Selsemeyer is still alive. Two and 2 the count. One out, 8th inning. This ball hits sharply. Well, it's a broken bat roller to Vikert at short. He scoops it, fires to first. Out number 2. Ball not hit as hard as I originally thought. I think he broke his bat. That'll bring up Joe Deich with 2 outs and nobody on here in the 8th. Deich has singled in 3 trips. He's 1 for 3. There's a hard shot on 1 hop to the second baseman. Diekman plays it and throws to first in time. 3 straight groundouts. And the Haar Disciples are gone here in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half. Mainz leading 4-0. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Mainz in the lead, 4-0. And it will be Nick Weikert, Kevin Katowski, and Andrew Jones, 9, 1, and 2. Weikert is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded a short. Sanders is still out there. He has struck out 9 through 7 innings of work. He's only walked 1, given up 6 hits and 4 runs. Here's the first pitch to Weikert. This one is inside, ball 1. And there's a good pitch on the outside corner from Sanders to Weikert. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a breaking ball. Strike 2 over the outside corner. Nice pitch from Gabe. 1 and 2 the count to Weikert. Sanders is out in front, 1 and 2 the pitch. This one fouled away the high fastball. Weikert was late. Still 1 and 2. Nobody out, bottom of the 8th inning. The Athletics scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the 6th. And the Disciples have not been able to dent home plate against Jan Niklas Stocklin. There's a check swing on a ball in the dirt. They're going to appeal. Did he go around? He did, says the first base umpire, Christopher Feueracker. The tag is applied by Schultz, and that is strike 3, strikeout number 10 for Sanders. Weikert is the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Took a long time for the appeal to take place, but it was successful. That'll bring up Kevin Katowski. Katowski 1 for 3, singled, scored a run, grounded out twice. And the first pitch breaking ball is in for a strike, and that one had fooled Katowski as he spun away, thinking that it was going to be a fastball up and in. 0-1 to Kevin. And another breaking ball, this one a little bit low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanders in his last start threw over 140 pitches. So he's got a lot left in the tank. There's a fastball, popped in the air, foul off to the left, 1 and 2. There's activity in the bullpen, the Mainz Athletics. Remains to be seen if they make a change. This pitch is low and in the dirt. Good block by Schultz. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For the Disciples in the 9th, they will have 2, 3, 4. Steinlein, Siegler, and Peterson. Breaking ball is inside. And the count is full 3-2. 1 out, 8th inning. Full count on Kevin Katowski. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from Sanders. That is strikeout number 11 for the left-hander. Seen some excellent pitching today from both sides. That'll bring up Andrew Jones with 2 outs. Jones singled, scored a run in the first, grounded out, popped out, and flied out. He is 1 for 3. And a breaking ball and a nice one on the first pitch, strike 1 to Andrew Jones. Sanders really has pitched very well. A couple of soft hits and then some miscues by the defense have not helped him out, but he's pitched a very good ball game, and he throws another strike on the outside corner. Jones didn't like the call. Count is 0-2. Here's the 0-2. This one hit in the air to right field. Selsemeyer going back, shading his eyes from the sun. In front of the fence, makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 8th inning for Gabe Sanders. And the last chance for the Haar Disciples will be coming up right now as we go to the top of the 9th inning with Mainz leading 4-0. All right, we are going to the top of the 9th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4. Steinlein, Ziegler, and then Peterson versus Jan-Niklas Stocklen, who's out there trying to complete this game. There's been a defensive change for the Mainz Athletics. Marcel Schultz has moved to left field in place of Mike Larson. And warming up in the bullpen just in case is Manuel Muller. Jan-Niklas Stocklen has been in complete command. He's got 10 strikeouts, walked 1, given up 3 hits, and he has not allowed a run. So the Disciples have 3 outs with which to try to score 4 runs or more. Stocklen ready and deals to Lucas Steinlein. And a strike. Steinlein is 0 for 3, struck out twice, grounded out. 0-1 pitch. This ball hit on the ground to second base. Lucas Diekman fields it, and that's 1 out. Steinlein grounds out. The last 5 outs by the Disciples have all been on groundouts. 4 out of the 5 to the second baseman, Diekman. So 1 down, and Chris Ziegler. Ziegler is 1 for 3. He's singled, struck out, and flied to deep left. And the first pitch is a ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Shows bunt, takes a strike, 1-1. 1 out in the 9th. Breaking ball hit on the ground to first. Kuchulaba fields it on a big hop, and he will take it to the bag himself for the easy play. And the Disciples are down to their last out. Josh Peterson, 0 for 3, is struck out and popped out twice. Jan-Niklas Stocklen looking to complete a 3-hit shutout. And a strike to Peterson, good fastball. Stocklen began the game by striking out the side. And he has basically continued with the dominance throughout, and that's 0-2 now to Peterson. The Disciples down to their last strike. Stocklen gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Swung on a half-swing roller. This is to Leonard Stocklen at third, charging on the run, throw to first in time, and an excellent pitching performance by Jan-Niklas Stocklen, as he will be congratulated by his teammates. A complete game, 3-hit shutout with 10 strikeouts, 1 walk. He only allowed 4 base runners, and he really masterfully dominated the Haar Disciples lineup. Excellent pitching performance from Jan-Niklas Stocklen. He has pitched 17 straight innings to begin the year without giving up a single run. In those 17 innings, he has struck out 24, walked 1, and allowed 6 hits. So he is clearly on his way to a fine season, as you see the handshakes between the Mainz Athletics and the Haar Disciples. The Mainz Athletics winning this game by a score of 4-0. And the 2 teams split this weekend series with 2 very well-played ball games. Last night, the Disciples winning a 10-inning thriller by the score of 5-3. And today, the Athletics scoring 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the 6th. Defeat the Haar Disciples by a score of 4-0. Our next broadcast will be next Saturday at noon, live from Haar. That'll be the Disciples' home opener versus the Tübingen Hawks. Be sure to come to the ballpark live, and if you can't, be sure to tune in then, as the teams are applauding the fans. A nice crowd on hand. get a shot of the crowd before we go. A nice crowd here. Wonderful facility in Mainz. I'd like to thank the Mainz Athletics for letting us broadcast the game. Thanks to Uli Vermut for being very helpful and giving me access to the lineups and all that fun stuff. It's been a good weekend. We will see you next Saturday at noon. Enjoy your Sunday, everybody.